Seemingly harmless phrases from childhood can have lasting psychological effects. Children may internalize messages that suppress emotional expression. Being told to stop crying or face punishment can create emotional inhibition. These experiences can shape adult behavior and emotional regulation. Certain parenting phrases, though not overtly abusive, can have long-lasting negative effects. These phrases can significantly impact a child's mental health for decades. The negative impacts may manifest as feelings of shame in the affected individual. Emotional dysregulation is another potential outcome of these phrases. Research data supports the correlation between specific parenting phrases and adverse mental health outcomes in children. Psychologist Tova Klein's work distinguishes between shame and guilt. Shame is created when phrases target a child's identity. Guilt is created when phrases focus on a child's behavior. Shame is detrimental to a child's self-perception and emotional health. Guilt, conversely, addresses specific actions without attacking the child's character. Shame-prone children face increased risks of drug use, risky behavior, and criminal activity. Labeling a child as dramatic can invalidate their emotional expression. This invalidation can lead the child to believe their feelings are inherently wrong. The child may internalize this negative label, creating a shame-based identity. This shame-based identity can cause the child to suppress or doubt their emotions. As adults, these individuals may struggle to trust and express their feelings authentically. Consequently, labeling can have long-term negative effects on emotional well-being. Emotional regulation difficulties can stem from childhood experiences. Being labeled in childhood can negatively impact emotional development. Invalidation of emotions during formative years can hinder emotional regulation skills. These experiences can lead to long-term challenges in managing emotions as an adult. The impact of labeling and invalidation can manifest as difficulty in identifying and expressing feelings. These early experiences can create a cycle of emotional dysregulation. Emotional suppression occurs when a child's feelings are invalidated or dismissed. An example is telling a crying child to stop and insisting they are fine. This suppression prevents the child from processing and expressing their emotions healthily. Consistent emotional suppression in childhood is linked to negative outcomes in adulthood. These outcomes include increased anxiety, depression, and difficulty in expressing feelings. Emotions can be metaphorically pushed underground when suppressed. This suppression involves actively avoiding or ignoring emotional experiences. Instead of being resolved, these emotions are forced into a hidden state. The underground represents the subconscious or unacknowledged part of the psyche. Unaddressed emotions may resurface later, often in unexpected or explosive ways. Repairing damage from using harmful phrases is crucial for a child's development. Apologizing to the child is a necessary first step in repairing the damage. Changing course involves actively modifying communication patterns. Repairing damage strengthens a child's resilience. It also fosters a healthier emotional environment for the child. These actions contribute to the child's overall well-being and emotional growth. A shameful mistake is characterized by criticism following an error. This criticism leads to feelings of inadequacy and incompetence in the individual, particularly in childhood. The individual internalizes the belief that they should know better. This internalization creates a significant fear of failure. The fear of failure can manifest as perfectionistic tendencies in adulthood. These tendencies are driven by the desire to avoid repeating the shameful mistake and its associated feelings. Perfectionism and procrastination can be intertwined, creating a cycle of avoidance and anxiety. These tendencies often stem from early childhood experiences. Specifically, being shamed for making mistakes can be a significant contributing factor. This shame can lead to a fear of failure and a reluctance to start tasks. The individual may then procrastinate to avoid the potential for imperfection. This avoidance reinforces the cycle, further fueling perfectionistic tendencies and procrastination. Conditional love involves affection being contingent on meeting specific demands or conditions. A common example is the phrase, "If you loved me, you would." Used to manipulate behavior. Children subjected to conditional love learn that their worth is tied to fulfilling others' expectations. This can lead to people-pleasing tendencies, where individuals prioritize others' needs over their own. As adults, those raised with conditional love may struggle with setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. People-pleasing behavior often stems from a history of conditional love. Individuals may learn to prioritize others' needs to gain approval. This can lead to difficulty in recognizing and asserting personal boundaries. The struggle arises from a deep-seated need for external validation. Over time, this pattern can result in neglecting one's own well-being. Blind obedience occurs when individuals are expected to follow commands without understanding the reasoning. This often manifests as a demand to obey because I said so, stifling questioning. Such an approach can suppress a child's natural curiosity and independent thinking skills. Consistently enforced blind obedience can hinder the development of critical thought. As a result, individuals may struggle with decision-making and problem-solving in adulthood. Decision-making paralysis can manifest as an inability to make choices. This paralysis often stems from early childhood experiences. Discouragement of independent thinking can contribute to this issue. A lack of critical analysis skills can also exacerbate decision-making difficulties. These early experiences can create a fear of making the wrong choice in adulthood. The phrases prioritize the parent's comfort. The phrases neglect the child's emotional needs. This can lead children to perceive their emotions as burdens. Prioritizing parental comfort over children's emotions can be detrimental to the child's emotional development. Self-abandonment occurs when an individual consistently disregards their own feelings and needs. This behavior often stems from early experiences where emotions were invalidated or ignored. Learning that one's emotions don't matter can lead to a pattern of self-neglect. Individuals may suppress their own desires and prioritize the needs of others. The long-term impact of self-abandonment includes emotional distress and difficulty forming healthy relationships.